Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
13.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Patriots 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wentz going to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Patriots 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. A great kick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. In the first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Patriots.
From the gun, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Jordan Brooks with it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Seahawks 34, Patriots 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Whitfield, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
On the carry.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a give right side. Whitfield able to get him. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
56.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Right there.
On 2nd down now, Whitfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Draw play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And 9 yards to go.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go. 57. Guys, listen. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. They give him 14 yards that time, and a fresh set of down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try the left side. Whitfield, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the
so one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Breida. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He's at 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
You got three down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Handoff to Matt Breida. Tackle
now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Waiting. Three down.
From the 38, Wentz. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Patriots.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Humphries. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10.
57. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 14. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
57 is the mic. Rock 57. Rip right, rip right. Chance,
They'll try the left side. Whitfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 14 yards. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
56 is the mic. I got one. 56.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a give right side. Whitfield. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
13-yard gain brings up third and a yard.
On third down, Whitfield. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down.
It's fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
51.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
35, watch 35. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Chris Carson.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
24-yard line.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Check. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a score closer. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. 52 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
That's what I do. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown of this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this number 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3.
Wentz now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at con.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. But, CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
At the 15-yard line.
Give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, a tough run, gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.